This module has introduced you to the idea of types, that variables have a specific type like integer or bool, and that you have to declare a variable before you use it. You can declare and use it all in one, or you can declare it and then give it a value however many lines later you want. And obviously, once it's got a value, you can use it in other calculations. You saw as simply assigning the value of, say, I1 into that double. Different types for different kinds of data. They have different lengths. They have different maximum values in the case of numbers that they can hold. The compiler knows all this and will help you as much as it can. There is also documentation on MSDN if you really start to get worked up about whether or not you can hold 2 billion in your integer or what have you. You should at least have a faint inkling in the back of your mind that overflow can happen, that you don't get error messages at runtime when overflow does happen. The best way to avoid this is don't put numbers into the char type. Put numbers into something like int, and then you're almost certainly not going to have a problem with overflow. Occasionally I'll see people who have database keys or other really big numbers, and they're putting them into, say, a short, something that can hold 32,767, and when they crank over to 32,768, 9, 70, they run into an overflow and are really confused and don't know what's happened. If you remember that overflow exists, you'll recognize this problem when you come across it. Just using ints most of the time, unless you happen to be in an environment where every single byte counts, is the simplest way to prevent overflow from being a problem for you. When you want to convert between two types and you're getting a compiler warning about it, stop, because remember the compiler is your friend, and think about whether you actually want to throw away data, truncate a value, whatever it's warning you you're going to do. And if you do, then say so by casting. For now, with the round brackets as we showed in the demo. Later, after we've covered templates, I'll show you a better and safer way to cast. For now, casting tells the compiler, don't warn me about that, and that ensures that you'll continue to see warnings that you need to see from situations that you haven't thought through and weren't doing on purpose, and that's when the compiler will help you out.